There is a growing crowd in the language learning world shouting, "You don't need grammar in order to learn German." And to be fair, they're kinda right. You can listen and speak and read and write German without ever studying a single declension chart. So why do I have a library of grammar charts? Why do I keep making videos about German grammar? Because while you can learn German without grammar, you'll learn faster, more clearly, and more confidently with it. I don't think about grammar when I speak German, and that's because I've already done the work. I've internalized the rules. Grammar isn't the goal, it's the tool. Let's zoom out for a second. People often say that children learn languages faster than adults, and yes, kids pick up languages through immersion, but it's not magic, it's time. Years of constant low-pressure exposure. Adults, on the other hand, can skip all of that trial and error if they understand the structure. Grammar gives us a framework to attach what we hear, say, read, and write. Take the dative case, for example. If you understand that the masculine and neuter dative articles end with an M, and feminine ends with an R, and the plural ends with an N, you already are ahead. So when you learn that the prepositions like mit, nach, and bei use the dative case, your brain doesn't panic, it just plugs it into the system that's already there. Without grammar, you're left to guess. You see mit dem Auto 100 times and start to think, mit is always followed by dem. But what happens when it's mit der Bahn or mit den Kindern? If you're only relying on patterns without understanding the structure behind it, every exception becomes a speed bump, and German has a lot of speed bumps. Grammar doesn't slow you down, it clears the road. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that grammar should dominate your studies. Honestly, about 10 to 20% of your learning should be spent on grammar. The rest, listen, read, speak, and write. But when you do learn grammar, it becomes your compass. As you engage with real German through books, conversations, podcasts, and so on, you start to hear the grammar and see the grammar in action, and it reinforces everything. So no, you don't need grammar to start learning German. But if you want to build momentum, avoid confusion, and reach fluency faster, you'll want grammar in your toolkit. It's the difference between wandering your way to the top of the mountain and taking a well-marked trail. Either way, you'll get there, but one route is a whole lot smoother. If you want a free guide to help you start with German grammar, check out the link in the description for my free German learning grammar guide. Or to start with some of my A1 German grammar lessons. I'll see you over there. Bis dann. Tschüss.